I'm going slow because I'm about to tip backwards. I'm afraid of heights, so this stuff is crazy for me. I hit that ditch. Look at this thing. See, that's what I'm kind of dealing with here. When my tracks go in there, I could flip. Pretty likely, because that's not a small little ditch. You always think you have a bigger machine than you do, or at least you always want a bigger machine than you got. All right, so Todd has given me instruction for the rest of today. Isn't that right, Todd?
Yes.
All right, so where we're standing here, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Let me show you. Where we're standing here, this is that little swimming pool. I kind of made it smaller, but that thing fills up more and more every day. This wall is gonna kind of slope down to the parking area, which will be here. And it's gonna be from this stake to that stake. So it's not really gonna be wide enough to do, you know, a 2 or 3 point turn. He's just gonna have to pull up and back down, at least for now. And then the house will go right in here where these two big trees are. That's gonna have to come out and that'll be all dug down. So basically, I don't know if you guys can see how steep it is from where I'm standing here. It drops off, boom, and there's another drop off, and then it turns into a nice little slope. So I've got to kind of join all this together coming up and make a pad here. I'm thinking maybe long enough for like a pickup truck or something. Because if I try to make it all the way from this tag hanging in the tree to this stake, I'm gonna have to hog out an incredible amount of material that we don't have anywhere to put it. Because, so here's the stake, that's the edge of the parking area. That's the property line stake. So I've got like 15 feet of place to put material, which is gonna make it difficult. So we're gonna move some of this wood down, take this big slash pile, and it's not really slash, it's more topsoil, and move that down and spread it out in here in the woods. And then maybe have to take that wood and bring it back over, at least the good stuff, and stack it, because the customer does want to keep that wood. And then we do have the left side of the driveway all stacked with big root balls, as I showed you guys. We're also going to be trucking that out. There's just not space for that, and that's just too hard for the average person to try to process that anyway, and, you know, turn it into firewood. So anyway, let's get to work. Here we go. You always think you have a bigger machine than you do, or at least you always want a bigger machine than you got. That's a good one. Tippy tip. Do one more pull here. A little unstable. Root falling. Got a lot of topsoil. Anybody need any? You can have it for free. Goodness gracious. Keep our stream going or it's going to get all wet again. Look at that soupy topsoil. Sticks and roots 4 feet down. Makes you wonder how long this has all been here, you know? How many thousands of years? So we gotta go. I don't know if you can see that stake up there under my bucket. But that's got to be the front of the parking pad. So we're getting close, so we're gonna have to dig this down, move this material over to this side, maybe some over here, and it'll be a little bit of a bathtub look, three-sided bathtub. But we do have a spring over here, or a spring back behind, right under the parking area. So I'm gonna have to continue to have that run around and down this side. So we'll see how all that works. One of my issues is you can see where this log is leaning over here, back behind down. That's the property line. So I don't have a lot of room to work with. Sand down there. That'll work. There we go. There's some clay. Look at this, pulling up tree stumps that deep. Swing motor's not liking this at all. Look at that. This is solid clay here from the other day when I was working. We're getting into some good material here. I'll come tomorrow, do some more work, maybe finish up the parking area there. Hey, it's looking real nice. Really, really nice. Here, let me show you. Do this without tipping over. Oh. That's a nice little driveway, boys and girls. One thing I want to make sure of so don't ruin our drying out process here. As we dig a little deeper, take a little more topsoil off. We need to make sure keeping our trench in place here. Don't have to be perfect, just has to work. Very good. All right, so we need to dig a couple of test pits for the septic system here to test the leach field soil and see what kind of system they need to design. So you can see this stake here, and there's one right through the woods, right through there. So we got to get in there somehow, and they like those pits to be 8 feet deep or until you hit solid bedrock. So this could be challenging getting in there and with this machine and digging pits like that. So let's give it a shot. Steve. A big log is jamming me up. Like Austin Powers here. Alright, trying to make myself a little room here. Got us situated here. Very uneven. I got my back blade all the way up. All right, let's load do this in a way so that when I'm done digging, I can still get out. My exit is through two pretty big trees. Getting there. Take a look. Good stuff. Give you guys some perspective. So I'm stuck between this big tree and this one here, and I've got to dig another test bit here. So I'm gonna do that on my way out. I'm hoping they're okay with this one dug this way and not this way. Should be fine. Look at the change in soil up here though in the mountains. You get the sandy loam on top, then you get down to looks like some clay. I'm going slow because I'm about to tip backwards. I'm afraid of heights, so this stuff is crazy for me. Well, there it is. Yeah, we're teetering. You can do it. You can do it. Oh boy. Make myself a little path first. I hit that ditch. Hook this thing. See, that's what I'm kind of dealing with here. Problem is when I'm back and I start to go in the ditch, I'll be trapped by these trees and I can't swing my bucket around and put it on the road to guide me across the road. So when my tracks go in there, I could flip. Pretty likely, because that's not a small little ditch. So I'm gonna fill that in for the time being here. I'll dig that back out. I hate to do it, but you know how hard I worked on that ditch. Oh man. Yeah, see that? No bueno. Problem with trees is you get your tracks on the trees on an incline like this and they're real slippery, so you get yourself in a situation, your track slides, you can't climb. I'll just try to get all that crap out of the way. That might work. Can't turn that way. Can't turn that way. I'm gonna have to track it out and track back in. At least I'll be set up right. Wonderful. All right. Test bit goes straight ahead. have to go through a lot of hydraulic hoses with this kind of work. Go through a lot of everything. I see folks in other parts of the country and even just down 2 hours from here, like in Denver, charging like $100 an hour to run a piece of equipment. You will lose your butt doing this kind of stuff for $100 an hour. Troubles digging like this is all the weight of the machine is leaning back, so you don't have as much downward pressure, and then when you do try to apply it, it slides your backfill blade out, which I've got on this machine, and then you're even worse off. So you got to go slow. Take what you can, especially when it's rocky. And no, I can see no better than you can in that hole. About 6 feet deep, I think. If I had to guess. You try to put an easy entry on at least one side of these holes. So in case a deer or dog or something goes in there, or person or kid, they can get out, you know? So tight. You got the roots of these 2 big trees on my left and right. I'm trying not to get into those. If I flip one of those to my right, we get power lines. We'll be paying